Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve another important Leetcode coding interview question 1116 print 0 even odd. As you can see, this is another likable medium complexity coding problem. This is a multi-threading question of Java. So we are going to understand this problem today, and we are also going to implement our Java solution code to solve this important coding problem. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel now. Also click on the bell notification icon button right away so you won't miss any important postings from this channel. Here we create videos to help others in their interview preparation and learning different computer science concepts along with data structures, algorithms, problem solving, Java programming and coding. So let's start. You have a function print number that can be called with an integer parameter and prints it to the console. For example, calling print number 7 prints 7 to the console. You are given an instance of the class 0, even, odd that has three functions 0, even and odd. The same instance of 0, even, odd will be passed to three different threads, thread A, thread B and thread C. Thread A calls 0 that should only output zeros, right? Thread B calls even that should only output even numbers. And thread C calls odd that should only output odd numbers. Modify the given class to output the series 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6 and so on, where the length of the series must be 2n. Implement the 0, even, odd class. Okay, so we have to implement this class that they have given us over here. They have 0, even and odd methods that we have to implement along with the constructor. So 0, even, odd int n initializes the object with the number n that represents numbers that should be printed. 0 print number calls print number to output 1 0, right? Then even print number calls print number to output 1 even number, and odd print number calls print number to output 1 odd number, right? So this is what the problem says. So let's take a look at the constraint. Says that the n is between 1 to 1000 inclusive. So basically they want us to print numbers in 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, that fashion basically, right? So if n is equal to 2, then you will print 0, 1, 0, 2, right? So the length will be 2 multiplied by 2, so it will be 4 here, right? So if it is 5, this length is 10 here, right? And you have to print it like 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, like this, right? So 0, then odd number, 0, even number, 0, odd number, 0, even number, like this basically, right? Okay, so this is what the problem says. So problem statement is clear now, I hope, with these examples, right? So this is the class that we want to implement. As you can see here is class 0, even, odd. So n is we'll get it from the constructor here, right? So we have to implement 0, even and odd methods. We have to implement it such that we will get a print, like the printed output should be like this basically. So 0 should always print, then odd number, 0, even number, 0, odd number, 0, even number, like this, right? Okay, so how can we solve this problem? So for this we will be using semaphore, right? So this is a multi-threading question of Java, so we'll use semaphore here. So semaphore is a class that is used for handle these kind of multi-threading situations. So we'll directly go through the code step by step, then we'll also go through some documentation of semaphore class, so you will understand this. So this one is already given to us, private int n. So we'll create three semaphores here, right? Because there are three methods we will want to use them. So we'll call them like 0, even and odd, right? These are the semaphores that we will be creating inside the constructor, right? So this is the constructor of the class 0, even, odd. So we'll create 0, which is equal to new semaphore, and this will print 1, right, for 1. So 0 semaphore will pass 1 here. For even semaphore we will pass 0, and for odd semaphore we will pass 0 again, correct? After that, let's keep going. So this is the way you can implement a 0 method. So this for loop will keep going from I is equal to 1, I is less than equal to n, I plus plus. So first we will acquire the semaphore, acquire the lock on semaphore 0, right? Then you will print number dot accept 0 will print a 0, and if you have if your I is even number, right? If your I is even number, you will release even semaphore. If I is odd number, you will release odd semaphore, right? So that it will print even number for even case. If it is odd, it will print odd number basically, right? Because that's what we want to print. So our purpose is to print first 0, then 1, right? 0, then 2, then 0, then 3, then 0, then 4, right? So this is odd, then even, then odd, then even, and in the middle you will always keep printing zeros, right? That's what we will be doing here. Okay, so this is the 0 method. The even method will go and it will start from I is equal to 2. This is important. You are starting from 2. I is less than equal to n. I is equal to I plus 2. So I will increment even by 2 times, right? So 2, 4, 6, 8 like this, right? You will acquire the lock on even semaphore. You will print the ith even number and you will release the lock on 0, because after you print even number you want to print 0 always, right? That's why you will release it the lock on the 0 semaphore, correct? You got it, right? Okay, so this is for even number. So similarly for odd number you will start going from I is equal to 1, correct? I is less than equal to n, I is equal to I plus 2. This I is equal to I plus 2 is important, right? Because it should be incremented by 2 every time, right? So for example 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 like this, right? So you will first acquire the lock on odd semaphore. You will print the odd number, this I, which is an odd number, and then you will release the lock on the 0 semaphore so that you can print 0, correct? So that you can have alternate zeros, right? 0, then 1, then 0, then 2, then 0, then 3, like this, correct? So this is how you can use semaphores to control this printing and in sequence. So this semaphore is a class, as you can see it's in java.util.concurrent, right? So as you can see here, this is the documentation. So a counting semaphore, conceptually a semaphore maintains a set of permits. Each acquire blocks if necessary until a permit is available and then takes it, right? Each release adds a permit, potentially releasing a blocking acquirer. However, no actual permit objects are used. The semaphore just keeps count of number available and acts accordingly, right? So this is what the problem, this is what the description of acquire and release, right? So these are the methods we are using: acquire and so acquire. So this is what we used acquire here, right? So you want to acquire on the 0 semaphore, for example here. So it acquires a permit from this semaphore, blocking until 1 is available or the thread is interrupted, correct? So because you want to print 0, so you are acquiring it on 0, right? Then release will, this is the release method, right? So releases a permit, returning it to the semaphore, correct? So these are some methods. So you can go through this class, this semaphore class. This is another important class in the multi-threading questions. So they have given some examples also here. So you can take a look into these examples. So this is how you can solve this problem. So we have used 3 semaphores here, right? One semaphore for each, one for 0, one for even, one for odd, right? Okay. And the constructor 1 here, this is the constructor of semaphore here, as you can see. So so you are passing permits basically. So creates a semaphore with given number of permits and fairness setting, right? So here we are just passing 1 here and 0 here and 0 here. Okay. So this is how you can solve this problem. So I hope you understood this logic. So this is typical multi-threading question. So we'll run this code, we'll make sure it gets correct answers, and then we'll submit this code to the Leetcode. So for the first example we should be getting 0, 1, 0, 2. we are getting 0102. As you can see, for second example we are getting 0102 030405. Correct answer. Submit this code to the Leetcode, make sure it gets accepted. And as you can see, the code is successfully accepted by the Leetcode. It is 17.59% faster on the performance side and almost 6% on the memory usage. These numbers are changing, so I'm not very sure about these numbers, but this is how you can solve this problem using semaphores in Java. So I'm going to add this Java code in my GitHub repository and give you the link of this Java code so you can check it out. There are lots of other important algorithms and Java solutions already implemented and available there in the GitHub repository. So don't forget to check them out. They are important ones from interview perspective. If you like the Java solutions in the GitHub repository, consider giving it a star on the GitHub repository. That would be great. If you are new to this channel, there is a very important coding interview related playlist to help your interview rounds. It is called as Leetcode and Leetcode Solutions. More than 200 most frequently asked very important coding interview problems are there to help your interview preparation and learning process. If you like this Java solution, then please give it a thumbs up to the video, give it a like to the video, subscribe to this channel. Subscription is very important because that's how the videos can reach to other people, so others will also be able to watch and learn from these videos. So do subscribe to this channel, share this video with your colleagues, your friends, so they will also learn how to use semaphores to solve these kind of multi-threading questions. Click on the bell notification icon button right away so you won't miss any important postings from this channel. If you are a fresher, junior level developer and you want to practice more different varieties of coding problems, to help your practicing purpose, we have created 3 other playlists for you here. The names of those playlists are Code Forces, Code Chef, AtCoder. If you go to the playlist of this channel, you will see those playlists there. They have lots of different varieties of problems that you can use to practice yourself for your different coding rounds of interviews and Java rounds of interviews. On this channel, you will see lots of solved coding problems that you can use to prepare well for your coding rounds of interviews as well as Java rounds of interviews. Those solved coding problems includes graphs, matrices, binary search trees, binary trees, breadth first search, depth first search, cadence algorithm, binary search algorithm, Kruskal's algorithm, Dijkstra algorithm, sliding window algorithm. There are also lots of important data structure questions available for you here, including stacks, queues, priority queues, hash table, hash map, tree set, hash set, linked hash map, linked hash set, arrays, linked list. All those different problems come with Java solution code, where the code is shared through GitHub repository. You will always find out the link to the Java solutions code in all the videos description section, so that you can go check out the Java solutions, play with the code by creating your own custom input test cases for your easier and clear understanding of the solutions. If you are a fresher, junior level developer preparing for Java rounds of interviews, there are lots of Java related videos available on this channel. For example, frequently asked Java telephonic interview questions and how to answer them, Java design patterns, Java architecture, SQL programming questions to the freshers, where they will give you database tables. They will ask you to write SQL queries, where you have to use different database concepts like joins, aggregate operations, group by and having clauses, different where clause conditions. Everything is explained in those videos with database tables, data as well as SQL queries. There are videos that discusses Unix questions, for example, Unix commands, Unix utilities, shell scripting questions. All are here to help you in your interview preparation process. If you like the videos on this channel, if they are helping your learning process, you are learning new techniques, more problem solving along with Java programming and coding, then please do leave a messages, your feedback, your comments below these videos. Your messages, your feedback, your comments are highly appreciated, very important and valuable for us. They increase our motivation to create more quality content videos. So please subscribe to this channel, share these videos with your friends and colleagues. If you want us to create videos about any specific computer science, Java J2E or interview related topics, then also mention those topics in the comments sections below these videos so that we can create those videos for you here. Keep learning, keep coding, keep solving more varieties of coding problems, and most importantly, keep your learning process and practicing going on continuously. And thanks for watching these videos.